My name is Derrick Cainion, and I am the owner and founder of Art Intersection Milwaukee. Art Intersection Milwaukee is a community art space, placemaking through arts and culture with a focus on environmental sustainability. I had the idea about Art Intersection Milwaukee a few years ago when COVID hit, having my son at the time was 3 years old, and thinking about how I'm going to have roots in the city of Milwaukee. And then thought about why is it that people didn't want to live where I grew up. It didn't seem so bad because we had a sense of community there. And so with my experience living in Washington, D.C. and being around the world, providing interpreting services, I was able to see free spaces where there's art. And I thought, why that cannot be what I bring to Milwaukee, creating a space where people can see public art and have a sense of community within a neighborhood that typically is seen as being less than. So if you look at the scale of the space, we're looking at about 40,000 square feet of outdoor landscaping space that we're turning a large portion of it into a bioswale, or a sculpture bioswale, if you will. And then to the west of that, we're building a large solar array, which is going to be a pavilion where the roof is all solar panels, right? So it's the idea of being able to have a covered space for 3-4 season programming or access to the space, but then also use it as a resilience hub for community members. And if there's an outage or if there's a natural disaster, we can use our space for distribution of aid and services, but then also become a microgrid and a model of how we can be energy efficient and sustainable right in the middle of the city of Milwaukee. I would say a major theme of the project is that it's about all of us, right? For all of us to feel connected, and also knowing that even though this is like an idea, it had all to do with other people help make this thing happen, to make this project a real thing. My hope is for people to be inspired, for people to feel connected, for people who live in this area that is really just focusing on survival, right? And just going through hard times, to feel that they have a place where they can let go of those things, to feel like it's an oasis, to be introduced to really cool technologies and show that they're worth and worthy of these things in the space in which we come from. I want to have a high impact and become a model of how we can use this space or replicate this space in other places in the country even.